Now, the Portsmouth City Jail will remain open and the city must fix it. Judge Johnny Morrison made that ruling this afternoon.
And the city manager condemned the building and others at the Civic Center complex back in July. 10 on your side, Stephanie Harris tells us about today's ruling and another on how many inmates in Portsmouth are going to the Hampton Roads Regional Jail.
And Tom and Anita, this case has been in and out of the court several times since July. Today, it seemed the judge was going to put off his ruling once again. Then, after all the testimony wrapped up, the judge heard something about the city manager. It clearly irritated him, so much so that he asked the sheriff to take the stand. Judge Johnny Morrison has listened to more than a dozen hours of evidence concerning the condemnation of the Portsmouth City Jail. He asked the sheriff in the city to work it out. Today, Sheriff Michael Moore testified he tried, that he went to an hour-and-a-half-long meeting with the city attorney and the city manager, Dr. Lydia Pettis-Patton, and that Dr. Pettis-Patton said not one word, only hello and goodbye. This clearly irritated the judge, who then made a ruling.
So the jail is to stay open, and he's directed the city of Portsmouth to repair it, to render it safe.
Judge Morrison also said in court that Dr. Pettis-Patton is the one who condemned the buildings in the first place without giving any notice to the sheriff, police chief, or magistrate, and that it appeared she had her mind made up.
Recall the original matter that I filed asked the city to do one of two things, either repair the jail to render it safe or build a new jail.
Attorney John Babineau says repairing the current jail is the most sensible, money-saving option for Portsmouth citizens. He estimates repairs around $300,000. Far less, he says, than it would cost to send inmates to the Hampton Roads Regional Jail. The city council sued the sheriff to try to force him to send inmates there. Based on court testimony today, that would cost millions. On the other hand, some argue keeping the jail where it is could also cost the city, as it is now the last city building on prime waterfront property. Now, I did reach out to the city manager for comment. A spokesperson just got back to us saying the city has no comment at this time. As for the other matter in court, sending inmates to the Hampton Roads Regional Jail, the city currently has a contract to keep 250 inmates there. As of today, they have 38 inmates there. They have 280 in their city jail. City Council wants the sheriff to move those inmates, which would basically close the city jail. The judge gave the city and the sheriff 60 more days to try to work it out amongst themselves. Stephanie Harris, 10 on your side.